guys, so today I'm going to be wrapping a few presents. It is my glorious boyfriend's birthday today, so I thought I would wrap a few things, but I thought I'd share them with you because personally I like them, but I did choose them, so that's probably why. The first thing I have is a card which I made him. I do tend to hand make my cards. I just can't justify spending like £4 on a card when I can spend an hour, half an hour to make one. So I decided to make one. It's definitely a bit more personal as well. So I have drawn a picture of Deadpool. I know he's a very skinny Deadpool, but we'll ignore that fact. I've done Rottweiler because Mike's favourite dog is a Rottweiler and he's chewing on a unicorn. If any of you have seen Deadpool, you would probably understand this card, but I was kind of stuck for an idea because I've made him quite a few cards in the past and I thought this one was definitely appropriate. I know it doesn't say happy birthday or anything on the front, but it does say it inside. So that is my card. As you can see, I've made a makeshift envelope. Honestly, again, I cannot justify spending money on buying envelopes, so I've just made it out of just 2 bits of paper. I've stapled them together and put a bit of sticky tape under there, but there you go, there is his card sorted. So the next thing which I have got for his birthday is something I've made. I always try and do at least kind of one handmade gift, so I have finally finished this mini. If any of you have seen my floss tube video or my cross stitch video, you will have seen the trauma I went through trying to do this. I got so bored doing it, but I was so happy to finally finish it, and I got it done on time. I know, crazy. I did actually finish it yesterday, so I had a day to spare. So this is the mini. It is an exact kind of replica of his classic mini, and this is his number plate because his actual number plate is kind of there on the bonnet, and it just thought it was going to be way too hard to try and put into the pattern, so I just put it underneath. Now he has kind of seen it a little bit on and off. He saw me doing it. I'm taking pictures of bits of the final piece, but he hasn't seen the whole thing now that it's finished, and he hasn't seen it with the background. So hopefully you can see the mini there. It is very different to the original pattern that I bought. I literally just bought the pattern kind of just to get the outline, but the majority of this part here and also here is all kind of made up by myself. There was a lot of trial and error, there was a lot of stitching and unstitching, but I was really pleased with how it turned out. Now hopefully you can see it on camera. It doesn't seem to be showing up too well, but I've put a very light colour in the background. So I've put a bit of grey at the bottom to be a road. We've done a little bit of green for like the shrubbery, and the sky is a very kind of light blue, but there are kind of darker parts just to give it a little bit more depth. Now most people do tend to buy cross-stitching fabric pre-dyed and all ready to go. I did this on white fabric and then I used a very, and I mean very light watercolour to do the background. I literally got some watercolour, got a whole pint of water, mixed it all together and just literally just painted it over. So it was basically painting with very lightly coloured water, and it gave it this effect altogether. What some people do is they do pay to get these professionally framed, but I had this frame already lying around. It did actually have this picture in it originally, which is my, I love this picture, it's Morticia but in a Jessica Rabbit style. As you can see, I just shoved it in a bit of a bigger frame. I don't think it mattered too much anyway, so I just sorted the frames around and put this in it. Then I just taped around the corners, and you may be able to see there's a little bit of fabric that overhangs, so you tape it down to make sure it doesn't come loose. And I just put a bit of writing on here so that he remembers when it was given to him. So I don't think I'm going to bother bubble wrapping this because I am literally just going to take it to his house and then give it to him and he should open it. So I just have to remember to make sure that he is gentle with it. I am probably one of the messiest wrappers ever, but I'm using these pre-cut sheets to do it because it's just easier. I am planning to make a whole video about that cross stitch, probably in my next floss tube video, but I'll just have to ask for my gift back so that I can show it again. I was going to try and get that video filmed today, but honestly I have got some of my other projects over at his house, so it would kind of be missing a couple of other pieces, and I figured there's no point doing it unless I'm going to be doing it properly. And luckily, because it's in a rectangular frame, it's relatively easy to wrap as well. So the other thing that I got him is in here, and you may be able to tell it is from the Bring Me the Horizon shop. I'm going to make sure that none of the paperwork is still in here, as it is literally straight from the post. So I got him a pair of joggers. Now, he had seen these joggers online and really liked them, but kind of dismissed them because they were quite expensive to buy. However, that was a couple of months ago, and even though the weather is incredibly hot now, he will be needing more joggers soon. So having a look at them, there's a little bit of fluff on them, but they are basically plain black joggers. They have stretchy bottoms to them that kind of cinch them in, which is a feature. He has some kind of drop dead ones at the moment, and it's a feature that he really liked. He really liked how they cinched in at the bottom, so that was a good kind of factor to them. They do also have a stretchy waist, and from the looks of it, they look like they're going to fit him absolutely fine, but they do have pull cords, so you can make them a bit tighter. Inside, it is a grey colour. I couldn't tell from the pictures what they'd be like inside, but they are so soft. Oh, these are so nice. I kind of want to steal them. But inside, they are this nice grey kind of fleecy material. I just got them in a size large, and they just say Horizon on the inside. So it doesn't actually say Bring Me the Horizon on them at all, but it does have this little embroidered logo, which I'm pretty sure is from their most recent album. I'm not too sure, but it is a little umbrella with some little drops coming off of it. I feel like these are pretty classic. They don't have anything too crazy on them. His current drop dead ones do say drop dead, like all across the crotch. Definitely kind of a statement piece, and I think that they're kind of hard to pair with clothing, whereas I feel because these are mainly plain black, it'll be a bit easier. It does have pockets either side at the front, and they are quite nice deep pockets. I mean, they go down to there, and there is a pocket on the back, not that I assume he'll be using them. So they seem to be really nice, and I'm very pleased with the quality of them. I did think about getting him a pair from Asda or Primark or something, some cheap ones which cost like £20. But when you feel the quality of these, you can kind of see why they are slightly more expensive. So now I'm going to shove them back in the packaging and try and make it look like they did when I took it out, which I doubt they will because I'm not a very tidy person. But as for the shipping and everything, I'm pretty sure I got these off the official Bring Me the Horizon site. Pretty sure the shipping was free, and oh, they got here within a couple of days. Yeah, it's 48-hour shipping, and it was tracked as well, which you kind of expect for something when you're spending a bit more. I think I'm actually going to leave it in the black bag as well, just because it kept them all nice and safe. I'm looking forward to giving them to him. He knows that I've got him something from Bring Me the Horizon store, just because he sneakily looked at my emails and saw that I had bought him something from there, but he says he doesn't have any idea what they are, so we will see. I think I'm going to wrap it up as well, just so that they all match, and because I've got this piece of paper here with me. Again, this is actually an alright shape to wrap. I don't know why I was so worried. And very handily, they both fit within the one side of the paper, so I don't have to get another piece out. I'm looking forward to giving him this present. Normally I get him quite a few smaller presents, which I think is probably down to financial reasons as to why I didn't get him lots of small ones. But I thought I'd get him one thing that I handmade this year, and also something which I know he wanted and I'm pretty sure he's going to use. So as long as these fit, everything will be dandy. There you go. Not as neat as the other one, but those are his two gifts. They're done. And his card. I also have a lovely cake downstairs for him as well, so I'm pretty sure that is going to be, I'm going to put a bit of star tape on the back of that. So thank you for watching. I know that this was a slightly strange video, but I thought I'd just let you know what I got him, because maybe you need a bit of inspiration for a birthday. Maybe you're looking to buy these jogging bottoms, and maybe there are a few of you that were slightly curious as to how my cross stitch turned out. So thank you for watching. If you do have any questions or comments, please do leave them below. If it's sunny where you are, I hope you're enjoying the shade, and I'll see you next time. Bye!